Okay. Hi, Kids Ministry. This is Director Jenny. I am making this short video for those of you who were unable to attend our meeting this past Sunday that we had for Children's Ministry. We met at Ignite. And before I forget, will you please mark your calendars because our next meeting is going to be in 2 months on Family Sunday in June. I believe the date is the 30th. Again, we'll be in Ignite. I'll feed you breakfast. And then we'll have our meeting. And trust me when I say the meeting is not the same without you. We miss you when you're gone, and we want you to be with us. So I hope you can make every effort to be at the next meeting. But I want to tell you what you missed out on because I think it was really powerful. And as you know, our focus for this year is a double focus. We are going to be intentional about building relationships with kids, and we're going to have excellent instruction going on in the classroom. If we build relationships with kids, but we're not giving them God's word, then one day when we're not with them, they're not going to have that foundation to stand on. And if we're excellent at instructing and preaching and giving them truth, but we're not connecting with them, they don't care what we have to say. So these two things work together. So what we did this past Sunday was something that I think is going to directly impact both of those things. We each took a personality quiz. This one happens to be True Colors, and there's a ton of different ones out there. And then based on our results, we made pie graphs using plates. This is what mine looks like. As you can see, my primary color is gold. I have a little sliver of orange and then almost equal blue and green on this side. So what we did is once we found out our primary color, then we got into groups and we designed what the perfect classroom would be for us, thinking about our lens. And what you'll find is golds really like structure and rules and order. Blues are all about community and relationships and being nurturing and welcoming. Greens want to make you think critically or want to be challenged to think critically and to ask questions. And then the oranges are more spontaneous and imaginative and lively. So I've seen orange classrooms designed with trampolines in them and rock climbing walls and all sorts of crazy stuff. I say crazy, but I'm not an orange, so it's not really crazy. Okay, then once we made our pie charts, we got into, well, what do those colors typically mean? And we had some really good sheets. And I just want to show you this one. Nope, this one. This side talks about how we see ourselves, but how others might see us as well. So for example, I'm gold, and I don't keep stuff I don't use. I pitch it, I get rid of it because I don't need it. But other people might think I'm wasteful, or that I throw out perfectly good items. I like to think that I'm organized. Somebody else might think I'm uptight, okay? So this is a fun thing to read because people typically go, yep, people have totally called me that before. Blues might think they're empathetic and compassionate. Others might think that they're too mushy and smothering, okay? So we had discussions about this, and the important thing to remember is that we don't use this as an excuse. Well, I'm gold, so I don't have to build relationships with people. Or I'm blue, so I don't have to have structure. We don't want to use it as that. We just want, this is to open our eyes to how we might be perceived. Then the best part is on the back, and it gives us tips on how to communicate with people who have a different color than us. So if I'm talking to someone who's primarily green, I'm going to be logical and I'm going to be brief. If I'm talking to someone who is gold, or if you're talking to someone who's gold, you're not going to ask them to do something on the fly because golds want time to prepare. Okay? On the other hand, you could ask an orange to do something like that because they're spontaneous and they like to perform. And so that might be something that they're good at. So this is super helpful. If this is something you're interested in, I have extra quizzes and resources and plates. We went around and we took everybody's picture of their face with their plate so that the leaders and I can communicate with you guys more effectively based on what your true primary color is. So come see me if that's something you like. I would like to have it from you. And then Teacher Beth talked about this book, The 5 Languages of Appreciation. We have read this as a leadership team, and the truth is we appreciate every single one of you. But just because we do doesn't mean that you feel appreciated. And I want you to feel appreciated because you are. And so we all have these different languages. Some is words of affirmation, some is quality time, some is gifts, something like that. And so if this is something you're interested in, let Beth know. She'll order you one. We'll order them in bulk. I think they're going to be about $12. Read it on your own. And then in June, at our next meeting, we'll have a breakout just on this book. Okay, I think I've gotten you caught up to speed. I do appreciate you. If you need me, you can call me, text me, email me, or catch me at church. See you soon.